Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been a while since I gave some really specific nutrition tips. Sorry about the audio and the boring backdrop here. I'm currently in a transition apartment while I move. I don't have my stuff, I don't have my equipment, but that's cool. What I'm gonna do is run through with you a few nutrition tips that can apply to almost everyone, that are helpful for recovery more than just saying, hey, like go all in, eat everything. Like here are some specific things that you can do. So let's just dive straight in no particular order, honestly. We've got adrenal cocktails first and foremost. For most of our clients, we actually do recommend that they do these because they basically help replenish sodium, magnesium, potassium. And if you've gone for any extended amount of time with amenorrhea alone, not to mention the amount of people who have also had maybe EDs, been on the pill. Just talking about amenorrhea alone, if you have gone for any significant amount of time with that, you're probably depleted in potassium, magnesium, and sodium, amongst many other minerals. We test our clients often, not always, but often, for specific deficiencies, but at the end of the day, we know that these four are probably in need of support just because of your history in general. The important thing about these minerals is, in a nutshell, stress tolerance, which is a topic for another day, but I will just say out there, doing adrenal cocktails every day, like first thing in the morning, can't go wrong. What is an adrenal cocktail? What's in it? There are a lot of options. You could just Google it. We give a few different recipes, but honestly, all I do is take coconut water and a bit of pineapple juice for taste, because I don't really like the taste of coconut water, and I add Redmond sea salt to it, sometimes some turmeric, and I stir it. So now the coconut water is high potassium, the salt is sodium, and then I actually supplement with liposomal magnesium at nighttime. So that's how I do it. There's a lot of different ways to do it. You can buy LMNT packets. If you just want high potassium, which often we'll have clients who are actually just in desperate need of potassium, there's a really great product called Ravy. I should put some links to these products in the show notes. Okay, the second thing along the same vein that I like to recommend to people, it's something I actually actively did in recovery too, is introduce root vegetables. Some of you will be already doing this, especially common if you are maybe coming from like a vegan, vegetarian background, but if you're not, it's actually pretty common to be really lacking in root vegetables. This is like beets, carrots, turnips, potatoes, sweet potato, pumpkin, all that stuff. They're more high carb, so they're not your cruciferous vegetables, they're not your leafy greens, they're not your water sticks like celery and cucumber. They actually have some carbohydrate to them, and they're very mineral dense. So in many ways, just think about like the different colors, the various minerals you're getting. And this again just stems back to how depleted of a state that you're coming from for recovery. I'm gonna take this moment now that I've gone over adrenal cocktails and root vegetables to say, you do not have HA due to a mineral deficiency. So please don't get me wrong with that. It is a energy in, energy out thing at its core. But we do see women who have been trying their best to recover with just eating more, and they're getting a little stagnant. We do find that sometimes making these shifts just helps support the body a little bit more. Maybe it does let them bring in, you know, a glass of coconut water and some juice is calories. Like more root vegetables are calories. And what we really do find is that when you now get your period back and you go into trying to optimize your cycle or conceive, things tend to be a little bit easier because we've actually been working on the foundational minerals and, or the other secondary minerals at the same time. Number 3 would be reducing or eliminating caffeine. I think we don't fully appreciate how much of HA is a cortisol problem. I have another video about caffeine in recovery that I'll link to. It's definitely not helping us bring our body out of a stressed state and into a more relaxed state, which is a really important and integral part of the process of recovery, aside from just caloric replenishment. I've left what I feel like are some of the top 3 for last. The first of the 3 is eating snacks regularly. So we might have someone who is really making a lot of progress and seeing a lot of signs, reproductive hormone activity signs, but nothing else is happening. It's been like this for 6 weeks, 7 weeks, months, you know. We'll look at food frequency and we'll see a gap. Maybe they don't have any snacks, maybe they have snacks only between breakfast and lunch, but not between lunch and dinner, and we make sure it becomes a consistent pattern. So snacking regularly through the process of recovery is actually really, really, really game changing and a big needle mover. Okay, this tip is for your main meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You've heard it before, you're gonna hear it again. It is balancing all three with carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. This is helping you with blood sugar balance. This is helping you with overall caloric intake. This is helping you with digestion. This is helping send the signal to the brain that all three macronutrients are present and the body can use that raw material to freaking make hormones, which is the whole point. So please make sure that you're not being lazy with those meals and that they're full meals that have all three: carbs, protein, and fat in them. And then the last one here is eating first thing in the morning. So eating within the hour upon waking, sooner if you can, is going to make a difference, I promise you. So get on top of that. You're not gonna regret it. If you feel like you have already been doing this, just check the time. Is it actually like 2 hours? Or is it actually 1 hour and maybe you should try doing 30 minutes? This one really is this very similar to the food frequency thing. Remember that you just woke up from your longest fast. You were asleep. So it was your longest period of time fasting. So you need to break the fast ASAP. And this is really, really helpful for a lot of reasons. Cortisol being one of them, and pairing that with not having caffeine, really helpful. Getting enough calories in earlier in the day so you have the appetite for a snack later. There's energy benefits. You're sending that signal to the brain, food is incoming. There's no restriction here. I just really, really recommend the breakfast thing. So I hope that was helpful. And y'all, just wanted to let you know that we actually have registration up for our next few rest retreats. So we take small groups of women on trips around the country, so far America. And we have an upcoming Zion trip. Depending on when you see this, we actually are going to Joshua Tree in 2 weeks. If you want to come, there's still time for you to register. We have an upcoming trip to Zion in September. And in November, I believe, we are doing a pickleball retreat in Austin, Texas, where I live. And I am excited to host that with you guys. And you'll be in the city for this one. So usually we do a nature trip. This is in the city. We'll see Austin, we'll play pickleball, we'll hang out, we'll do some personal development, we'll connect. It's gonna be great, and it's open to people both recovered and not recovered. We really price it quite reasonably. So go and just register your interest, and I'll have a conversation with you if you wanna come. So I'll put the links to that as well in the show notes to come to the retreat. And otherwise, please like and subscribe to this channel if you want to get more tips. I'll see you guys next week for a Q&A video. Don't forget to submit your questions in the comments below, and I hope you have a great day.